So let's read the last statement here. Which of the following cellular changes has happened in patient? So there is a figure which is being shown here. Here you can see these are the microvilli and these are the columnar cells which are here, right? And immediately near this the cells are totally different here. These are like polygonal cells which are seen here. Okay, so we have to just read the case and let's try to solve this question. A 45-year-old person who is chronic smoker came to clinic with complaint of cough. The physician examines the patient and takes a biopsy. The picture in the biopsy is given below. Okay, so basically there will be complaint of cough and then we are taking the biopsy, so we must be taking the biopsy of the respiratory tract, and these are then pseudo stratified columnar epithelium. Okay, so their nucleus is generally lies at different levels and that's why these are known as the pseudo stratified. So there is single layer only where you can also see these are the microcilia which are present here. So this is ciliated epithelium, that is pseudo stratified columnar epithelium. Now if we just try to understand the basics of various adaptations. So there are adaptations. Some generally what happens, there is injury whenever there is noxious stimuli and that is trying to cause the injury in the cells. The cell first start adapting. Okay, so there are various processes by which the cells can adapt. That is atrophy, then you have hypertrophy, then you have hyperplasia, metaplasia and dysplasia. Okay, so these are the various adaptations which generally occur due to the irritation or the noxious stimuli, whatever is there, right? Now let's see the atrophy. So in the atrophy you will be seeing the reduced size of an organ or tissue that results from a decrease in cell size as well as cell number. So you will be seeing decreased size of the organ or tissue that will be caused by decrease in cell size and cell number. That is very important. So this is generally caused by aging. It can be caused by malnutrition. It can be caused by ischemia. So there are various factors, various noxious stimuli that can cause the atrophy of a particular organ. And there is a term known as disuse atrophy. So that is that also may result due to the chronic absence of stimulus in that particular area. So there is a term called disuse atrophy that is caused by not using that particular area. Okay, chronic disuse. Otherwise it can be caused by ischemia, aging or malnutrition. Then comes your second one, that is hypertrophy. Now in the hypertrophy, important keyword here is that you will be seeing increase in size and function of the cells. So in the hypertrophy you will see the increase in size and function of the cell while the cell number remains constant. So it generally results due to increase in growth factor or you need trophic stimuli. So it is caused by growth factor or there can be trophic stimuli that can lead to the hypertrophy, that is increase in the size of the cell, that will be increasing the function of course. So that includes puberty, breast which are lactating and certain like skeletal muscle fibers in bodybuilders. Okay, so if you see the puberty, there will be increase in certain characteristic or certain organs. Then lactating breasts, in these also breast will enlarge. Then you will see the bodybuilders. Okay, in the bodybuilders you will be seeing the increased muscle size, the skeletal muscles will be increased. So that is due to the increase in size, not the number, and that is called as hypertrophy, and that will be performing better functions as well. Okay, if we just talk about this, there is a condition known as left ventricular hypertrophy. So whenever there is high demand, okay, so sometimes the heart, the left ventricle of the heart becomes larger to adapt to the functional demands of the body. Okay, then we have hyperplasia. Now in this you will be seeing the increase in number of the cells in tissue and organ. So here increase in number of the cells will be seen. Now that generally results to increase in the growth factor, that can be a result of growth factor, or there can be increase in the DNA synthesis or growth promoting genes. So that can be caused by, of course, increased growth factor, or that can be caused by increased genetic expression. Okay. Now, hyperplasia is generally reversible, and it persists as long as stimulus is present. Okay, for example, if we just talk about the breast development at puberty or endometrial hyperplasia, benign hyperplasia of prostate, all these are going to be causing the hyperplasia. Okay, so if you just see the breast in puberty, breast in puberty show hyperplasia, while the breast in lactating mothers show hypertrophy. So breast in puberty, then you have endometrial hyperplasia, then prostate hyperplasia. These are certain very important examples which can be asked in your exam. Okay, then we come to the metaplasia. Now, what is metaplasia? Basically, it is a reversible change in which one already differentiated cell type is replaced by another cell type. Okay, so it is a reversible condition first of all, and in this one cell type which is already differentiated, it is not an undifferentiated cell type, one cell type will be replaced by second cell type. Now in the question here, if we just see here, these are the pseudo stratified columnar epithelium, and they have been changed to the columnar, or we will see the cuboidal, or we can say the polygonal cells are there, which are having multiple strata. Okay, these are the strata. So basically you are seeing there should be ciliated pseudo stratified columnar epithelium, but due to chronic smoking, due to chronic alcohol, as well as, yes, there is smoking as well. So chronic alcohol and smoking, there is an irritation in the airway, and that has changed certain cell types into cuboidal, and that is why we will come to a conclusion that this particular phenomena which is shown here, the adaptation which is shown here, is the metaplasia. Okay, now go back to the discussion again. So one cell type is converted into the another cell type. So generally the first cell type is generally epithelial, generally, or it can be mesenchymal as well, and it is changed by another one. So how does it occur? It occurs due to the reprogramming. There will be reprogramming of the stem cells which are present in the tissue. Okay. Then we have dysplasia. Now dysplasia we already know, there will be abnormal multiplication. Okay, there will be abnormal multiplication of the cells. At the same time, there will be abnormal size of the cell, abnormal size of the nucleus, change in nuclear cytoplasmic ratio, and a lot such features are there. So there will be change in size, shape, loss of cellular organization as well, but yes, your basement membrane will be intact. Okay, and this particular condition is a condition which can proceed to cancer. This is the condition which can proceed to cancer if the stimuli is not removed. So these are the various adaptation and various methods of the adaptation of the cells in response to certain injury or the injurious stimuli. So if we just go back to the question, we will be able to understand that this particular thing is going to be your metaplasia, because here you were seeing there was pseudo stratified columnar epithelium which was ciliated, that has been changed and reprogrammed to a newer cell type, that is cuboidal, and that should be in response to chronic smoking as well as chronic alcoholism. Okay, so here they have just talked about the chronic smoking. So there are chances that due to this chronic smoking there is irritation inside the airway passage, and that would have caused this particular change that is known as metaplasia.